welcome back to episode 66. Um, so I come up in here and pretty much I cleared out everything that was down here. I actually cleaned out some stuff that was here. I actually laid a lot of railroad tracks. It's mostly ghosted in right now. That's only to right there, but all this power line is it's coming up here, except for this mess, of course. But anyway, my main thing I was working on is I was trying to work on something that was really compact and would work for this. So I guess what my idea is I want to do this. Let me see. I need to grab a blueprint because I have not blueprinted this yet. Wanted it compact, but I also want to be able to have the beacons in. So I actually I started doing stuff to get us to the beacons. Let's just call this, let's call it outpost. Green circuits, or green chips, since I can't spell circuits half the time. I always spell it wrong. So let's see, let's put the green chip in there like that, and we'll hit the check mark, and we'll upload that. Okay. So pretty much what we got going here. What my plan is at some point, I don't know why I just grabbed them. There's going to be this belt and this belt will be split with coppers and iron, and these are just going to feed right directly into the machines. That'll speed things up. We already got yellows. We're going to put productivity in all 4 slots of these, and then we'll put these are already set up for speed. So I actually had some speed modules. You see I'm making my MK2 armor, and I'm sure somebody's noticed up here that it says atomic bomb, so we're ready to enter the atomic age. We can start getting rid of these biters with atomic bombs. But pretty much this is the basic idea that I come up with. I just know it, or no, I don't think we have a problem with that. Wait, this one in the center don't need nothing. I could actually put undergrounds in there, but why? I just don't need to. But this gives me, I wish you could see, oh there you can see it now. Covers 2 there, and this one covers 2, this one covers actually 3 of them, but which we're going to need anyway. These ones that are like this right here will get some really good coverage, and then the ones that are right on the end, if worse comes to worse, we can always change these over to these, and then come in from like up here and feed in the stuff and put in another where is it? Right there. You know, I can put this in so that it's got the thing, and then we're covered just fine anyway. So we can have that at the top of each of the rows. So let's what I'm trying to figure, okay, we can kick out pretty much 2 every 1 second, and we'll have a few extra wires left over, so the wires won't be working as hard. But once this gets going, we're going to be really kicking them out. What I'm thinking is we need 4 more sets of these, so we got 8 of the, okay, we got 2 now on each side. We want 8, so let's just grab the thing and let's go. That's 4, 6, and 8. Now, obviously I don't have enough, I don't know if I got enough stuff to actually finish this whole thing. I know I got enough power poles in that to do it, and I probably got enough, maybe we don't have enough express belt, we'll find out. I know I don't got enough undergrounds. But I think that right there is enough to fill half a car in a very short time. And so if we're able to do that in a very short time, we want to build 4 cars, which means we would need 8 rows of these, which is my plan, and which it's overkill, I guarantee it, but I do have other reasons for it. If you have watched my videos from the beginning, you know that I still need, where's the achievement here? I don't remember what it's called. It's way down here at the bottom. Mass Production 3. I've been close to 30 million, but when the game switched over to 0.15, I wasn't quite there. I was only at 11 million. So I want to get that one done, and this is going to become part of it. Pretty much what we're going to need is we're going to be, since we need, what is it, I think it's 3 coppers every half second and an iron. That's why we're splitting these belts, and I think I got these backwards. I did. But anyway, the reason we're going to split these belts and set this all up that way, I need to remove this because it's otherwise it's going to be in the way. Let's put it over here. So my dog thinks she's barking at, but yeah, you're real scary, dog. Nobody really cares. She's a little itty bitty thing. I mean, not very. She's still a puppy. Not going to scare too many people, if you ask me. Yeah, I want to get 8 rows going across here. So let's go like this. Let's hit blueprint, and then we'll go map. We'll zoom in so we can actually see 90% of this thing. Let's see. Okay, so we've got everything in there. And we're just going to blueprint. Oh shoot! I need E here real quick. We're going to go in here and we're going to remove that bugger. I don't want that in there. Okay, and then that's that. Okay, so pretty much with the way I have this set up, they need to be right next to each other. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so with that done, we just need to obviously get enough stuff in here to get everything done. That don't belong there. But then our trains are going to come in up here, and what I think we're going to do is they're going to come down, and then when they exit they'll go off to the side, or they may come in from this side and come out this way. I haven't decided yet, but we're not real overly worried about it. But we're going to need a lot of stuff. Anyway, yeah, as far as that, we're going to need a lot of stuff anyway. I'm just kind of letting them do whatever they want to do right now. But I think this is definitely going to work. I haven't had a chance to test it because I don't have any speed modules. But we're going to run this, once this system's set up, we're going to run this system the way it is without the speed modules in it and without any of the modules. I know I probably shouldn't have copied these all and did that, but I can come through and put the production modules in by hand. If worst comes to worst, I think I can copy them down over the top of everything and let it put all the production modules in there as well. So that's all that should all work. And then pretty much what the plan is, I mean, these are pretty good size arrays. I mean, I'm actually hoping that we're overproducing and we can actually like chop half the array off. But if not, we'll get as close as we can to getting that whole mess done. And yeah, we're gonna have to have a lot of stuff. I think we're probably gonna have to bring a train out with it just chock full of undergrounds and a whole bunch. We're gonna need a whole bunch of the assemblers 3, probably a couple stacks of. Let's actually crank some of these up. I'm pretty sure we're gonna need about 300 or 4. Let's say 400. We'll crank reds up to. Well, we only needed about 200, so because the only place there's reds is where the green circuits are. And if you're wondering why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it, what I'm thinking is these greens kick in faster than the reds do, and we're not as worried about getting them out of the machine as we are getting stuff into the machine, because we can build up in the machine. And hopefully, once we get out here and we start picking up, I'm sure they're going to start stealing more belts from me and stuff, but when we get to this center belt in each spot, we'll end up coming down to our 8x8, and then once we got them into the 8x8, then we can start loading them into the train cars. What I've figured so far, this is without even guesstimating all the. I think we need green circuits for the rocket as well, or I don't know if they changed it or not. What's changed? But obviously, we're gonna have a huge area for the rockets. We're gonna have a huge area, just like this, for red circuits, and then we'll have another area for blue circuits. And the blue circuit one is going to require, obviously, an acid train. And it'll probably actually be, I think what we're going to end up doing is setting that acid system up so that we're actually got, each car has 3 tanks in it. So what I want is 6 tanks sitting on the ground for every car that we're running through there. So if we're going to run 2 trains to run the blue, we're going to, with 4 cars on it, we're going to need, what is that? That's what, 12. So we need 48 that's sitting on the ground, holding acid so that we can load acid up. Just kind of, one of those things, we got to look at when we do all this fun stuff. I did this before with building outposts, but I never went this nuts on the green. All I did was set up the green, and then I just had to get that 11 million. I had a huge parking area, and I think I had 20 trains full of green circuits sitting in the parking area. And the only reason I really had it set up like that is because I was trying to get to that 20 million before they changed it over. And of course, as you know, they did it on a Monday instead of the Tuesday, like everybody else thought they were going to do. And so kind of, I would have had it if I would have had that extra day. Let's see, I'm just trying to get these, all the express belts filled in while we can, because when we get back, we're going to need belts like crazy. Let's see. So up here, I'm not positive. I haven't played with it yet, but I'm pretty sure it works the way I want it to work. Let's see if I can find it. Where's my 8x8? Right here. What I want to do is, when we run this 8x8 splitter up here, we'll have one here and then one down on the bottom. And of course we're just missing all the undergrounds. But if I'm not mistaken, we can have our trains up here, and we can bring them down and do like say we're going into this one. We come up like this, and we'd have copper coming in from this side and iron coming in from this side. So if I'm not mistaken, copper will always be on this side of the belt, and iron will always be on this side of the belt. Even through the mixer, it shouldn't mess it up. if I'm not mistaken. So that's kind of my plan with that, because I want to have all of these set up. You know, of course we're going to have to do that. We're going to have to kind of like tier it out a little, you know, kind of do like, how do you explain it here? Let me see if I can explain it. We might have to go up like this, and, you know, and then the next one up a couple more, and then like this type of thing, and then we'd have our units to pick them up. But then like from here down to wherever, we'd have undergrounds, you know, just to do it. I'm just doing this as an example. This ain't exactly how we're going to do it. I'm actually going to kill this part of it. But I think that'll work. So, you know, it's pretty good. I think it's a good idea. I sat and I thought about it, and I'm like, you know, that might actually work. So, I guess our next plan is to get back over to the base. We need to build beacons at the base. I can't go that way. What am I doing? And then, I know I just like killing stuff that's just sitting there. I don't know why. So much fun with the robots. Anyway, we're going to have to take the long walk over to the base. Oh, yeah. I wanted to make sure you guys knew that I got this huge copper patch right here. It's like, it's 1.4K or something like that. It's like, I just seen that and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 2 little spots. Couldn't help but laugh about it, you know. These guys are repairing all the turrets, so as they repair the turrets, we may as well take them out. We don't need these here, we don't need them there. We're going to need some fill for some of the spots for tracks. I'm not going to worry about bringing them out the first time, unless we bring the train out and start, we're going to, pretty much this here, I think we got to actually, I'm not sure if this track's going to stay right where it's at, but part of my problem I had is there's a blue patch right here, but now that I'm looking at it, we could probably go straight up and then come in and curve in this way and come up alongside, plus have the drop off down here, or the pickup down here and the drop off up there. But we're not going to worry about that at the moment. I guarantee we'll probably get some track while we're there. I'm sure they'll have plenty of track for us. I gotta get rid of some of this junk in my backpack, or we're gonna be way overloaded. Another big patch knot. I'm not even sure what we're gonna do with some of these small patches. I want to be able to build. I was thinking, you know, I had said on the last episode that I wanted to put like red out here and blue over here or something. But the more I think about it, when I did that before, I had a lot of problem with traffic. The less connections in between, the better off we are, because we don't have to fight with it. This huge fighter base is going to have to go. I think what we're going to end up doing, I might as well just explain one here, I guess, is come like here and come all the way across, and we're just going to put a wall. I don't think we're going to bring a train down to service the wall or anything. Holy cow, we got some nice patches down here. Well, it's only 1.6. Get this little, with only 2.3 million out on an island. That's kind of funny. Of course, all this stuff's going to have to be killed, and I'm not positive, but I think down below here, this is more like a peninsula. We'll have to check that out at some point. And if it is, we'll, even if it's just like a choke point, we can clear it out a little bit. That's actually what I'm hoping. And then we got this oil. I can't remember what I counted, but there is over 100 spots there of oil. So we're not going to run out of oil once we get that. And we're actually going to change the whole oil system. I figured since we got to walk all the way back, I might as well talk about all this stuff. It's the future plan. What I want to do is we're going to take those 10 that we put down for just the acid, and we're going to move them over into the main one, or we're going to, you know, move them all around so that they're all together in one spot. And what I want to do is then we'd do the oil right there, and then we'd we'd have a ton of trains coming out of there and ship it out to wherever we need it. You know, wherever we can afford to put an outpost. We're going to have an outpost, so we'll have one outpost for plastic, one outpost for batteries, one outpost for each of the fluids, and then we can truck the fluids into the base as well. I did actually do this. I took a copy of the copper one right here, and I turned it into a green circuit. So we'll actually have blue or red and blue over here. We're gonna have to fill in. I'm gonna have to fill in some more of the lake. But don't worry, I'm looking forward to that. We also have to have steel in there. I don't know yet. I don't think stone's going to run out anytime because of, just get this, where is it, this big monster patch. We can always run stone up, and there's one line of stone that comes down and comes down into the base for other things. Because what's pretty much everything in the base, everything down here will go into outposts. There's a few, the battery line, I think it's right here, isn't it? Yeah, the battery line here will go to an outpost, but pretty much all this stuff down here will be in an outpost because it's not in product. And I don't want anything that's not in product in the base in the end. Kind of my plan. I haven't really figured it out yet. I gotta sit and do some calculations and kind of figure things out, but we're a ways away from it yet. But if we go into the tree here, as you see, we're only 3 things away from doing the rocket silo after we get the atomic bomb. Okay, so there should be a spot down here somewhere. I'm getting tired of not being able to see that when we're on the map. Let's put our new our good armor on. We need to go and pull everything out of here. We'll open this one and we'll put those in there. Let's see. Want the energy shields, both of them in there. That in there. We'll end up putting some more roboports in there as well, but for right now we don't really need them. I'm going to get rid of all this metal and plastic on me. And then, what was I going to do? Oh, I was going to put this down. Because you can't see this into the base on the thing. Okay, I think I ordered like 600 tracks, so we're going to have a ton of track coming in. And let's look here. We need red, green, steel, copper. Do we have that in any of the rows? Red, green. No, I think that's why I created this separately. These guys can chase us down here. So I built this while you guys were gone as well. We got copper coil or cables right here, and pretty much everything in this thing requires copper cables. I could probably run the red up and just kind of skip over the top of the boxes. Wait, what do we need? We need green, red. We'd have to have steel and red coming up through here. And I'm just getting bombarded with goodies. I ordered a lot of stuff, so might end up full, I'm not sure. But yeah, I took advantage of the weaving of the belts here and did that. I think we could run red and steel in right here. In fact, what we could do is instead of trying to fight over the top of that, why don't we just go like this, and then we'll run steel in right on one side and red on the other. So bring that up, bring that up. Wow. Okay, so steel steel's right here. We need this steel here. We're really gonna have to, when we upgrade the base, we're really gonna have to upgrade all this stuff, and I'd like to actually down the road get the cement and do that. I'd like to actually just set the cement up so it automatically went in. There's a way to, I forget how to do it, but there's a way to do it so that you can just get the background, or just the stuff on the floor type of thing. Did I screw up? Oh no, I went on the far one. Yeah, so we want that there, that there. Okay, now we just need to go find the red. Let's actually go up and put this in. We might as well run the belt all the way up, and then we'll get the red. And what we'll do is, here, we'll just bring this in one. Then we'll bring this up a couple. We may not need that fire one, I'm not sure. Okay, for some reason, oh. Are we ordering? I didn't see. Oh, we picked up all those other ones, that's why. And I clicked on them like that, so, oh, I better keep one stack. Let's keep a stack of 30. There's what I'm looking for. That needs to be out in the open, okay. And then, let's lock that in so we don't need that steel chest in there either. This is that. Okay, green, red, steel. Okay, so we didn't really need this line, but we needed the other lines. That will go like that. I don't really like that one on the corner, so I'm going to throw a third one in. In fact, I think I'll throw a third one in on this side. And then we'll go like that. Put that like that. So all we need now is the red. So I think red's way at the bottom. We may have a little bit of a problem with it with the track there, but let's see. So we're feeding on the, we'll be feeding on the top line. Okay, like that. I have a feeling we're not going to finish that the green science today. Or not the green science, the green, the green chips. Okay, so even though I wanted to feed out the bottom one, we're going to just say the heck with it and do it this way. And we're probably going to have to kind of do it a little bit sneaky or something, I don't know. We'll figure it out. This whole track, once this this area down below us is all done, this will disappear, so I'm not really worried about it right now. Let's see here. Like there to there, there to there, like this. And since we only really need it on one side of the belt anyway, we're just going to go like this. If it becomes a little bit of a problem, we'll just move it back one and then drop it down and into it. It might really eat up that belt, but I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. So, we go up here, we should have stuff being made now, I think. It's being made. How much time do we have left? We're actually right at the end of the episode, so I'm going to limit this box, and I will see you guys in the next episode. So I'm glad we got this all started, so because we're definitely, I think we got somewhere around I don't know, 50 of them in there or something. I don't know. I might be overestimating. I don't know if you noticed, I also I made the speakers, so if we want to make more alert things or whatever, you know, we can set these up for alerts. kind of like we did in the beginning with the low coal. Alright, so I will see you guys in the next episode.